on this, if you will.
By the way, wait, can I interrupt your old friend, Norm Macdonald? Did you guys write together on...
He's not a friend of mine.
Roseanne, right?
Well, I was just using it loosely.
Now, you had a reaction just now to Norm Macdonald.
Mm-hmm.
Not a friend, not a fan.
You worked with him, though.
Mm-hmm.
At Saturday Night Live.
Roseanne.
No, I missed him at Roseanne. Well, I came in, and he was supposed to be the my guide through SNL, and it turned out that he is a shit stirrer.
He's just busy pissing in a bucket in front of people.
Well, no, he loves to, pit people against each other. He used to find articles where somebody said one thing, and then he'd stand in the doorway and laugh. He'd find an article where Janine said something about Adam, and just create all this havoc. So it's funny that you said that, because he's probably one of the few people I really don't like.
Yeah. Norm is someone who really sticks out.
Well,
to you.
because it was such a kind of a vulnerable time, being because it was the first time I'd ever done live TV and stuff, and he really, and for all of us, really kind of made it difficult.
Wow. I've never heard that about. Everyone loves Norm Macdonald.
I barely remember Laura from the show,
right,
except for her hit characters, obviously. But,
I don't even know who she is.
But
she's very talented.
She makes Morweena Banks look like Gilda Radner. But no. But I do remember that specific thing she's talking about, because Janine used to go to the press and badmouth the show.
Janine Garofalo.
Janine Garofalo used to badmouth the show. Shows on the press. So I go, hey, Adam, what the fuck is this? Janine's saying your shit and stuff like that.
And what's wrong with
creating conflict?
I think it probably upset you. I mean, you are a cast member.
I don't think that's me creating conflict.
That's Janine creating conflict.
Also, Adam was a friend of yours.
And Adam was my friend.
Right.
Listen, I didn't hang around with the ladies on the show, for God's sake, in the first place.
You didn't? What were you going to get off them?
Yeah, I mean,
isn't it weird?
They're alleged comedy, although I like Tina Fey,
You had a look of surprise on your face, even when this woman said, well, Norm was supposed to be my guide through Saturday Night Live.
Guide?
Did anyone inform you that you were her guide?
No.
There was no such mentoring program at Saturday Night Live, was it?
No, she came in directly after me, so I wouldn't be her
mentor?
Yeah, I'm not going to guide any lady through comedy. That would take me, first of all, I'd have to figure out how a lady could do comedy. And then I'd
have to... You strike me, Norm, from what I'm getting from this conversation, you are a man's man. Do you actually believe that women can't be funny? I'm being serious. Are you kind of more in the school that guys are funny comics, just somehow women can't make that transition?
Well, I don't know about you, but when I was in fucking school and shit like that, I'd be in high school, and you could hear peals of laughter, and you'd run over there, and there'd be a big group of people laughing and laughing. Who'd you see in the middle? A broad.
Surely there must be some woman. Tina Fey, you find
Tina
funny.
Fey, I find funny. Roseanne, I find incredible funny.
She's funny, yeah.
But Roseanne in a very masculine...
She's very manly.
What I mean, one of her best jokes was people say I'm too masculine. I say, suck my cock. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tell them your most famous joke that people say you're too masculine.
Oh, that one. Well, that was my killer joke.
Yeah.
That's my ender, closer. People say, you're not very feminine. I say, suck my dick. That's my closer.
But there's actresses like Madeline Kahn and people like that.
Yeah, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about stand-up comedians. It's hard
What about even Laurie Metcalf?
Laurie Metcalf is fantastic.
Unbelievable.
There we go. All right, so you're finding a few that you like, yeah.
Fantastic comic actresses.
Right.
Fantastic comic actresses.
Stand-up comedy is a different kind of thing for some reason.
Yeah.
Why do you think it is that guys are only funny in that? What is it? What is the secret? Is it the penis? I mean, what is it? All right, forget it. We're not going to get any answers today.
No, I know the answer.
What is the answer?
Artie?
I mean, I just think that it's a man's world, I don't.
Is that the answer?
Yeah,
Can that be the answer? It's a man's world?
I don't know. Maybe they make each other laugh. I don't know.
They
Girls,
do.
yes.
Do. Chicks have stories where they make each other laugh, and they're the worst stories on the planet.
I think in a way, like since the best comedy is honesty,
right?
Women are obviously way more dishonest than men. They do. Whenever you hear women talk, it's all that they hate each other's guts, but they pretend to like each other.
It's so true. You're right.
Yeah.
I saw Sarah Silverman in concert. She was extremely
Sarah's
funny.
very, very
funny.
Yeah, Sarah's very funny.
She's funny like a guy, though, right?
Well,
all of a sudden you're finding women funny.
Well, no, I'm saying if you read any article about Sarah, it's like she's a guy's, guy kind of.
One of my favorite jokes by her. One of my favorite jokes by her. She said years ago. I think this is Sarah's joke. I blew a Mexican last week, and I've had the shits for 3 days. I mean, that's a joke a guy would come up with.
But she wrote it.
I understand.
Yes, but she talks.
Norm's wrong. I understand.
But she talks in a man's voice. She doesn't talk in a woman's. She's not captured a woman's voice.
All right, whatever you say.
Robin,
right?
He's an expert.
I consider Amy Schumer the funniest person on the planet.
It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke.
You don't think women are as funny as men, right?
I do. I think that men are much more interested as generally speaking, in comedy, and it's the norm is more guys trying to make girls laugh than the reverse, right? So I mean, I think that's why men tend to predominate in comedy, but there's always plenty of openings for.
Who is a great woman writer? Name 5 great women writers on Saturday Night Live.
I would say right now we have Paula Pell, who's great. We have.
Hey, you want to take a call from Joel?
Wait a minute,
in Kansas
You're
City? No, I don't want to embarrass you. You're having trouble getting past 1.
Norm, you cut me off when I was naming my favorite women writers. I didn't get to say Emily Spivey, who's there right now, who's a genius.
You're just naming people that are
Pam
on this.
Norris. Huh? No, Pam Norris was a writer like 20 years ago.
Okay, keep going. That's 3. Okay, go.
Rosie Schuster.
Yeah.
I'm just
That's 4.
Tina Fey is a great writer, but I think of her now as a performer. But she's a very good writer.
Well, that's 5.
That's
you did
5.
it, Jim. You did it. You did it.
Oh, I could go on and on.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, let's do 10 then.
Let's because then I'm just going to piss off people I don't name.
All right, Jim. We'll take a break and we'll let you collect your thoughts. Who is the funniest guy ever on Saturday Night Live?
Man, I'd prefer to say that there's like a group of like 10 people who it's hard to find because it's.
Is it Paula Pell or?
Well, she's not a performer on the show, but
no, but I mean just in the room. No.
You mean the fun? Well, I always thought that Norm, you were one of the funniest people I've ever met in my life. Certainly,
No,
I can't think of. Like
Bill Murray,
someone like David Spade is hilarious.
He's unbelievably funny, but I meant, he's probably the funniest guy in real life. But I'm saying as a sketch performer.
As a sketch performer, I mean the list would, and I don't know how to pick from among it, but it would have to include Aykroyd, Bill Murray, Eddie Murphy, Dana Carvey, Will Ferrell. I think.
So you didn't like Belushi then?
Well, I don't know that I wouldn't put John at the first tier. That's all I'm saying. I'd put him like second team.
Because just like
because otherwise this first team's going to have way too many guys, and they won't get playing time, and they'll be unhappy.
That's interesting. You didn't mention a woman.
Oh, I thought you said the funniest guys. I was going to say the women next.
I said the funniest performers.
Okay, well see, I hate women. You got it out of me. Still, I think that